All right. So yeah, we've been visiting Yume quite a bit lately, and she's still trying to keep up her little, her lie about not remembering us. Yume, darn it. Maybe we're also saying that we're not, like having like to like deny certain obligations, the Astro Club and all that. So to be fair, it's a bit even. But yeah. So yeah, but it's nice getting to actually like see Yume and talk to her, and like get to learn a lot more about her. Meanwhile, we're also seemingly learning a little bit more about Mare too, and how she might in fact be an alien and born from the stars. So yeah, lots of really interesting stuff in this route, and I'm like super engaged into it. If class is over, I'm on my way to the entrance in order to make for the hospital to visit Yume, but I run into a familiar face.
Yeah.
Oh. Hello, senpai. Yeah, sorry that I'm not coming today either. Thanks, buddy. Thanks. I'll be sure to tell her. Okizumi senpai is completely understanding. He is a really nice guy, honest to God. Okay, might go bonkers every once in a while, but every time aside from that, well. In my opinion, his forename, Haruto, which means something like warm soil, fits him perfectly. Oh, that's his first name? I never would have known. I feel like we never heard his first name. And are you on your way to the club room? What is it? The thing Okizumi senpai has in his hands is the astronomical symbol, the kaleidoscope music box. Ah, of course. Oh, is it fixed again? Alright, that's good. Yeah, I'm really sorry for breaking it. Yeah, even though it wasn't my fault, it was Mare's, just saying. Just saying. It looks like the part that Mare broke by battering away at it has also successfully been mended. Battering away at it. Oh, Mare. So does the music box part work properly now? Did you test it? We're not gonna try it out just to see that it still doesn't work, are we? Or worse yet, maybe that cursed voice will play again. Oh no. Oh no, not the voice. Why did the music stop? An ill-boding atmosphere hangs in the air. Yeah? How come that happened? Are you gonna get out the puzzle ring? And now his eyes are bloodshot. Great. Oh, jeez. Okay, bye, buddy. Nice seeing you again. Wouldn't it be a good idea to test it right now? Okizumi senpai winds up the key on the bottom. This begins to rotate, and the music box's melody resounds. Odd. I feel like I've heard this tune before. Oh. Yee-hoo! Are you okay, senpai? Why the hell are you screaming like that? Guidance counsel, I'd like to make a formal request for my senpai. The look in his eyes has changed to that of a wild animal. Why are you talking like this? It looks like drool is about to drip from his mouth any second now. Ugh. My stock of puzzle rings is in the club room, so I can't feed him one. Ah, shit, darn it. Oh, time to run away. Alrighty then. He is muttering something. Okay, Zumi-senpai. Have a good day. He directs his glinting, carnivorous eyes at me. Maybe I should turn around and just leave. Yes, that'd be for the best. Definitely for the best. Oh. Okay, I never call you that anyway. What? What is wrong with you? After making his neck crack, he continues. Oh, why? But like why though?
ご覧の通りってわけさ。
Wait, do you like legit actually have a split personality? Is that what you're telling me right now? I digest exclamation I've just received. So basically, you have a split personality?
そんなところだな。同じ丘泉でもこの東堂様はハルトとは違うって分かればいい。
Oh my gosh. There's actually a reason for his craziness. There's actually a reason for it. Oh my gosh, okay, I see. Goodness gracious. A shocking newfound truth. There are symptoms in the past, but I feel like I didn't want to directly come across it myself if possible.
あんた、Kogasaka Youだろ？俺様とハルトは記憶の共有に限度があるが、それは知ってるぜ。
Alright, cool.
あん
Right.
た最近部活を休んでるらしいな。ハルトのやつが気にしてたみたいだぜ。
Oh, sorry, I had matters to attend to. It has?
ああ、あんたが休むのは部長の自分が頼りないせいかってな。
Dude, look at his eyes, too. It's not the case at all. It's for personal reasons.
ハルトも探すのを手伝った夢ってやつの見舞いだな。
You're a smart man, Toto. Exactly. I'm thankful to Okizumi-senpai. After all, thanks to the Astro Circle that I'm able to see Yume again. And it's none other than Okizumi-senpai protected said Astro Circle. I tell him I would normally be really embarrassing to say face to face like that. I guess it's because I feel like I'm talking to a different person entirely.
テンクルはハルトが入学した当時は廃部を検討されていたからな。それを撤回させるのにデモにシュプレヒコールに頑張ってやがったよ。俺様も一役買ったがな。
What'd you do? I respect Okizumi-senpai. Not even once have I considered him an unreliable club president.
だから気にするなって。
Yeah.
その言葉ハルトに届けばいいけどよ。
The guy who introduced himself as Toto says listlessly.
行けよ。見舞いがあるんだろ。
Yes, I do. I'll show up for the stargazing session on Friday.
ハルトもあんたもわざわざ夜の屋上に出向いてまでよくやるぜ。何が楽しいのか理解に苦しむね。
You don't like stargazing?
俺様はハルトとは違うって言ったろうが。
I mean, yeah, but you can still like stargazing. Scratches the back of his head roughly.
だけどまあ俺様とハルトは結局のところ本質は同じなんだ。認めたくはねえけど変わったようでいて変わってねえってことなんだ。だから天体観測なんぞは理解に苦しむがひばりが崎の星空は嫌いじゃねえよ。
Now like Komomo, huh?
ここは視聴性もよく見えるからな。
Alright, bye. Okay, Zume-senpai leaves. His hand firmly grasps the music box. I can only wonder if he will go to our club room still in Toto mode. And then attend club like that. Oh, that'd be actually really interesting and probably kind of funny to see people's reactions to that. In that case, that means both Haruto and Toto really were Okizumi-senpai. I can't believe there was actually a reason for all of his, his little crazy fits. There's actually a reason behind that. Huh? I have to say, though, I am curious how Aso and the others would react seeing him like that. Be pretty funny. Back to Yume. Oh, seems like you're feeling good today.
別にいつも通りだよ。
You're looking out the window all energetically. At least I thought so.
何それ変なよーくん。
She's turning her face towards me with her hand resting on the window.
よーくんこそ今日はいつもより遅かったじゃない。
Oh, I've learned that my club president has a split personality. Yeah, I kind of experienced something a little interesting.
よーくんの初恋の相手にでも出会ったの？
No. No. Finding her ask me that when my first love might actually be right before my eyes. I know, right? That is ironic. Very ironic. All my friends listen to think she is since they love teasing me about it so much. As for myself, I'm still not quite sure if she is or not. However, supposing Yume isn't my first love, that in turn means I haven't experienced my first love at all just yet.
何？私のことをじっと見て。
Oh no, it's nothing. The person I ran into before coming here told me to tell you to get better soon.
ありがとう。よーくんのお友達なんだ。
Yes, he is. Well, yeah. It's a guy. Why the stare?
そっちこそ女の子のパジャマ姿をまじまじ見てたのはどうかと思うよ。
Oh, that. Well, I mean, hey, listen. I'm staring respectfully, okay? I promise. They were always in their pajamas, though.
それでもだよ。
Yume giggles and returns to her bed. I heave a sigh and sit down in one of the chairs.
よくん、このひばりが崎で星見をしてるって言ったよね。
Yeah, I'm part of the school's astro circle.
テンクル？
Astronomy club, basically. It's short for Astronomy Fan Circle. We still call ourselves a circle, but we actually leveled up to club status not too long ago.
よくん、天文部に入ってるんだ。
Yes, I am. Yeah, Hibari Highs.
星好きなんだね。
All thanks to you, Yume.
そうなんだ。
Yeah, since you and I played together at the lookout so much.
私じゃなくって思い出の女の子ね。
Yes, the girl from my memories, that is you. You really are adamant about not admitting that, aren't you?
認めないよ。うん、認めない。
You already slipped up like 5 times. It only turned into a vain struggle if I tough it out, so I leave it be.
部活動楽しい？
Yeah, it's really nice.
学校楽しい？
Yeah.
そっか。よかった。
She smiles cheerily. On the one hand, her attitude. Why'd the music stop? Okay. Okay. Oh, jeez. On the one hand, her attitude seems the opposite of that from my memories. But on the other, it also appears to be of the same nature.
ようくん、誰に優等生だなんて言われてるの？
My homeroom teacher.
その人が諸悪の根源なんだね。
The root of all evil. No way. He's a really nice person.
そう思わせるのがその人の狙いなんだよ。
I just can't see that being true.
ダメだよ、ようくん。その人の諫言に耳を貸さないように注意しないと。
Why are you talking him up to be so bad?
先生なんてそういうものだよ。
Why you hate teachers?
学校なんてそういうものだよ。
Why you hate school? You not like school?
ようくん、
Yes, Yume? Hearing my name being called, my consciousness has pulled out of the memory lane and back to reality.
都会ではどうだったの？
Huh?
都会の学校でも天文部に入ってたのかなって。
No, this one is my first one.
じゃあ最初にしようとした質問に戻るね。ようくんはひばりが崎で星見をしてるみたいだけど、都会でもしてた？
I think back upon my past self. Back there, yeah. I think I did look up at the night sky every once in a while.
どうだった？
Honestly, pretty uninspiring.
そう言うと思った。
How'd you know? You may nod.
私ね、おばあ様に教わって天体写真を撮ってみたことがあるんだよ。病院の屋上でね、おばあ様から望遠鏡とカメラを借りて使い方を教わって、だけど写真に写った星はたったの2個だったの。織姫と彦星だけ。他の星も輝いているはずなのに撮れなかった。
Just Orihime and Hikoboshi, huh?
街の明かりが邪魔してね、撮れなかったんだ。
Even if the night sky is clear in the city, neon light and smog dim out the stars. Unless the stars are shining as brightly as Orihime or Hikoboshi, you can't perceive them. There are a multitude of stars visible here that you couldn't see over there.
あとね、写真は夜空のはずなのに真っ青に写ったんだよ。おばあ様はこれもやっぱり公害のせいって言ってたけど、私はその時ね、都会の夜空はひばりが崎の青空に似てるって思ったんだ。だから私は都会の星空も好きになれたんだよ。
It's all a matter of perspective, basically.
ただ都会だと流れ星が見えないから、それだけは残念だったかな。
Did you want to make a wish?
そうだね。
Oh, got really sad at that. Yume makes a troubled, pained face.
だけど私はもう願い事をしちゃってたから。星の神様だっていくつも願い事されたら大変だと思うし、一度で十分だって思うことにしたよ。
Say, Yume, Yume's expression returns to normal, and she waits for my next words. You said you wished upon a shooting star once before. When exactly was that?
内緒だよ。
Can you give me a hint? What did you wish for?
それも内緒。
Can you give me a hint for that?
ヨウくんに話してご利益がなくなって叶わなくなったら嫌だからね。
Okay, that's fair. When you make a wish upon a shooting star, your wish comes true. I wonder if Yume truly believes in that power. I wonder if I did too as a young boy.
彗星なんかは昔から妖精って呼ばれてて、協調の印みたいに言われてるみたいだけど、流れ星には願いを叶えてくれる希望みたいなのが宿ってるのかもしれない。そういう光が宿ってるのかもしれないね。
Oh. Time for Mare again? Have you ever made a wish upon a shooting star, Mare?
願い事？
They say that when you make a wish upon a shooting star, that wish will come true.
ふーん。
I guess that means you have it?
悪いの？
Oh, no, that's fine. But wouldn't you want to make a wish given the chance?
思わない。
Okay. Why not?
そんなの迷信に決まってるから。
Says the Grim Reaper. I smile wryly. I am positive I used to think that very same thing as a kid. Yet despite that, I did in fact make a wish. Of course, chances are it wouldn't come true, but maybe, just maybe it would. I wanted to cling to that minuscule, almost non-existent possibility. So I've sent my wish up to the sky. That night sky, or rather, now that I think about it, it was probably still evening. Regardless, on that day I wished upon it, the first star to appear. As that shooting star streaked across the sky for it felt like an eternity, I prayed to it. Mare? Aw, gotta give her the good old headbats, of course. Don't you have a wish, or just anything in general you want?
うーん。
Mare?
最近よく撫でられてる気がする。
I am, but don't worry about it. Maybe, yeah.
どうして？
Cause I love you. Just cause I want to.
バカバカ。
I know. Is he wishing me to strike your head?
う
I think that was supposed to be stroke, right? I'm gonna hope that was supposed to be stroke. Is wishing me to stroke your head?
違う。
Maybe it wasn't. You had to think about that.
迷ってない。
Well, I know how you feel. Being touched by others really makes you feel like you're not alone.
うん。
You aren't alone, Mare. Why did you leave me by myself? The question she muttered towards the Tanabata stars might be making her feel uneasy in regards to who or what she is. You have me and all the others from the Astro Circle,
バ
too.
カバカ。言われなくたって知ってる。
Then why don't you ever come to the club?
だいたい私は最初から一人じゃない。約束があるんだから。
Oh, the promise.
約束は一人では交わせないから。
Technically, you can. Because there's, there's this phrase, there's always a phrase like, I promised myself I wouldn't do this, usually on weddings and stuff. Just saying. No, I'm just saying. You can.
だから私は一人じゃない。だから私は決して約束を破ることはしない。
Still want to know what exactly that promise is, though. Oh, November 17th. Wow. Wasn't it October last time? Okay, yeah, it was. Okay, good. I'm not tripping. A month has passed since I was reunited with Yume. At this point, I'm visiting Yume every day of the week. That's nice. But she has to get a temperature taken and a blood draw, and I always wait outside in the hallway with anxiety swirling in my chest. When she has gone from her room to the examinations, I feel similarly anxious while waiting for her to return. At those times, Yume always asks me this.
私がいない間、ちゃんとおとなしくしてた？お行儀よく椅子に座ってた？
You act like I'm 10 or something. Both back then and now, she'd often treat me this way, thinking of herself as a big sister and me as a little brother. Though she is older than me, so I have no right to complain about that.
で、どうだったの？
What if I didn't? I waited quietly.
本当に？
Maybe. Why would you not believe me?
ベッドの下とか漁ってたら嫌だなって。
Okay, first of all, why would I do this? Second of all, why would you want me to see? What are you hiding, huh? Are you hiding materials? Are you hiding something there?
うん。
What is it? Like what?
エッチな本。
Oh, you are nice. High five.
女の子の口から言わせないでよね。もう。
Wait, are you being serious? I thought you were playing. You really have those?
嘘に決まってるよ。
Darn it, woman! Flip an A. Yume giggles and returns to her bed. I can only heave a sigh. Well, those kinds of exchanges aren't too bad in and of themselves, so I won't say anything. Actually, to be honest, I love them. I love visiting Yume. I love talking with her about all sorts of things. I love being with her and keeping her company. Aww.
ようくん、今日でお見舞い何回目かな？
It's been a month since we met, so I guess around 30?
毎日来てるよね。
Yeah.
大変じゃない？
No, I love it. No, not at all.
本当かな？
What do you mean? It's true, I swear. Please don't prohibit me from visiting you.
ようくん、もう妖精さんをしのぐペースになってるよ。
How often does that friend come?
3日に1度くらいだよ。
Seems kind of strange that I haven't met this person yet when you think about it.
いつもようくんが帰った後だからね。
That seems very convenient then. I usually head home in the afternoon when the sun starts to go down. Visiting hours here end at 8 p.m., so I suppose their studying sessions run from evening until then. What are you studying at the
宇
moment?
宙について。
Man, so all you ever do is study astronomy?
妖精さん、昔は天文部に入ってたみたいで、得意科目みたいだよ。
Yeah, it's starting to sound like this really is Renton. Do you want to be an astronomer, Yume?
考えたことなかったけど、なれるならなってもいいかな。
Well, you need to study other subjects besides astronomy if you want to.
天文学者にならなくていいや。
Okay. Jeez, that was quick.
妖精さんから聞いたんだけど、ようくん知ってる？
When Yume talks about astronomy stuff, she sometimes starts to act like she's a teacher. At those times, Yume always seems to be full of joy. I get the sense that she truly enjoys teaching me about the stars. At the same time, I also feel a sort of haste and impatience spurring her on to teach me while she still can. Yeah. That makes me feel uneasy at times.
天文学者や宇宙物理学者はね、たった一つの数式で宇宙の神秘を表そうとしてるんだって。でも数式を発見しても宇宙技術が発達するとすぐに矛盾が生じちゃう。宇宙ってすっごく広いのに。
Sorry, Yume, here you go.
でも数式を発見しても宇宙技術が発達するとすぐに矛盾が生じちゃう。だから日々研究を続けてるんだって。数千億あると言われている銀河の一つが私たちの天の川銀河で、天の川銀河にある2000億の星の一つが私たちの太陽で、その太陽の周囲を回る惑星の一つが私たちの地球。そしてそんな地球に住む私とヨウくんは66億人のうちの2人でしかない。そんなちっぽけな私たち。
True, very true.
だけど宇宙を語ろうとする私たち。それって何か身の程知らずにも思えるけど、私たちは宇宙で暮らしているのと同じなんだから、我が家がどんなところか知るくらい別に悪いことじゃないよね。
Exactly. Though, honestly, I feel like it'd be a good idea to first learn about the Earth before getting to the whole universe.
そうかな。
If it's thinking of the universe as a home, that makes Earth our own room. We still don't fully understand a lot of things about the Earth's interior.
そうなの？
I once read in a book that we still haven't been able to identify the rocks that compose the innermost layers. I got you, didn't I? Somehow she is displeased.
ヨウくんに教えられた。
Yeah, that's right, yes you are. It's not anything new, right? I used to teach stuff all the time in the past.
だから嫌だったのにな。
Can't beat the A kid, I'm sorry. Are you admitting that we played together in the past?
認めないよ。認めない。
6 times, Yume. 6 times at least. You already slipped up. Just give it up. Well, you've already given yourself away a few times, though. Exactly. Thank you, yo.
上がってないよ。上がってない。
Woman, I just want you to know I'll never forget you again, Yume. After all, sometimes there are things you notice for the first time when you say them. This is one of those moments. I see now. I love her. It isn't as though it is some big revelation or anything, but I couldn't say so with confidence before. And it isn't like I have absolute confidence now either. I still don't know whether my feelings towards her in the past are strong enough to call her my first love. Though honestly, aren't the words I was inadvertently about to say feelings my heart had tried to convey proof of everything? I want to confess to her. Regardless of what doing so leads to, I believe it will mark the end of a chapter. The chapter of me visiting her alone, spending time with her alone, that is. I'll confess to her, ask her out, and then bring my friends here. I'll introduce Yume to all of them, and all of them to Yume. I've kept them waiting until now so that I can sort my feelings out properly. Though it's time to man up now. I can't allow myself to indulge any longer.
私のことが
Oh,
何？
you really gonna say it? I stand up. Oh, we are. I'll come again tomorrow. Oh,
話の途中だったよ。
we're gonna say it tomorrow then? I'll pick up where I left off tomorrow.
話しづらいことだったの？
Just need to prepare myself. It's just something that requires a little bit of courage. Something more difficult than unraveling the mysteries of our universe.
ようくん、
Yes, Yume? Yume stares at me intently.
変な話だったらお見舞い禁止にするからね。
Dang, it's not weird, like geez. Got it, I reply. I don't know how it will turn out. After all, regardless of how vast the universe is, there is no single man that knows what the future holds. I feel like she's gonna end up actually banning us from seeing her because the confession is she probably doesn't want us to confess to her because of how she's in the hospital and probably doesn't have long to live. So I feel like that's gonna actually make her prohibit us from seeing her. Sadly. But I feel like that's where this is going. We'll be here shortly. Oh, are we Mare? Since Yo always shows up come night, she has become intuitively able to approximate the time he will arrive. Back beyond a lap, Mare is waiting for his appearance while stroking his head and throat.
ようくん、
Oh, Mare. Oh, I love it. Oh. Cute little Mare. At times like these, there is only one thing Mare can think about. About him and Yume. Although she doesn't know how, Yo remembered Yume's name. He regained the memory Mare reaped from him for sure. Not only that, but apparently he has even reunited with her. Yume appears to be hospitalized and Yo is going to visit her every day. You can easily infer that much from different bits of what he said as they converse here at the lookout while gazing at the starry sky.
これでよかったのかな。
Mare has a promise of Yume. What's the promise, Mare? That promise is why she reaped Yo's nightmare. Yet now, Yo is seeing her. Was the promise for him to forget about her so that he doesn't have to go through the pain of losing her? Is that the promise, Mare? Yo is staying at Yume's side. He's actively striving to be with her. Mare can't help but wonder whether the situation is going against her promise of Yume. Since Mare values her promise of others more than anything else, she's particularly concerned about that.
またやるしかないのかな。
Oh, please don't.
ようくんから悪夢を狩るしかないのかな。
In truth, Mare doesn't like reaping nightmares. Yeah, I could definitely tell that from the first time, really, when you were crying while doing it, and then every other route as well. But, again, the first time I saw you do it, you started crying, so yeah, I could tell. It turns into a painful experience for her every time. Her chest constricts and her heart starts to ache before ultimately she cries. It's as if the nightmare switched over and decided to torment her. She weeps for the person. It isn't by any means a feeling that lasts for long, but more along the lines of a temporary flash of emotion. Regardless, though, she doesn't want that pain for herself. She doesn't want to cry, which is why Mare doesn't want to reap Yo's nightmare. Those are her honest thoughts.
それにヨウ君も辛そうにするから彼女のこと忘れると悲しむから
Mare pets the head of Makpi. She continues to stroke his head as if she is tending to someone's wound.
わからない私どうしたらどうすればいいのかなそうですね
Is that Ren?
君はまず隠れるべきだと思います今のままでは不用心ですから
What do you mean by that? In reaction to the voice she suddenly hears, Mare, who had been lost in thought, raises her head.
いくらここが立ち入り禁止でもそんな風に姿を晒すのは感心しませんぼんやりしているなんて考えられませんこの地はまだ安全ではありません
You talking about Setsuna?
以前のように隠れているべきですせめてヨウさんが来るまでは姿を隠していることをお勧めします誰
As Mare gets up, Makpi also gets moving. He flaps his wings and takes off. He begins to circle above the heads of Mare and the other person as if swimming through the starry sky.
一応初めましてではありません
Yep, it is Ren. An all too unfamiliar small girl is standing right in front of her. An all too unfamiliar, huh?
オルゴールをポカポカ殴られた恨みは覚えています
Lol.
私あなたなんか知らないわ
Mare.
そうですか
Mare tightly grips her scythe. She still remembers vividly the shrine maiden girl who attacked her back in summer. And also how badly Yo was hurt as a result of that incident. Recalling that makes her feel queasy. Not in regards to herself having been exposed to danger, but rather in regards to herself having been protected by Yo. That queasy feeling might actually be her heart racing. As if it doesn't change the fact that it makes her chest tighten up, Mare thinks of it as the same.
本当に私を知らないんですかこの姿を見てもわからないと言うんですかあなたみたいな子供知らないわ
Mare, please.
子供ではありません失礼です子供にしか見えないんだけど
Hot meat cuddle.
君よりも大人です
Potato.
私の方が大人よ
Mare!
クスクスちゃんちゃらおかしい腹立つんだけど
Oh my gosh.
君は目覚めてから7年ぽっちしか経っていませんから20年以上経っている私の方がずっとお姉さんですから
Oh wow, dang, really? We actually got a time frame, huh? Nice.
あなた何なの君と同類のものです
Wait, really? Oh, I actually thought you were different. I thought you were like actually like a Grim Reaper, and then Mare was like, well, an alien, like you were saying. But you're both aliens?
あなたなんか知らないわこの試練ギリシャ神話ではタナトスと名を変えて伝えられる天津三日星の宝具を見ても
Oh, bringing up Tartaros, huh?
何言ってるのかさっぱりだわ君も持っているじゃないですかこれは死神の鎌よクスクスちゃんちゃらおかしい
Ren, please.
腹立つんだけど
Makpi descends. He lands on Mare's head and rests his wings. Maybe flying around has made him tired.
君はまだ何も思い出せていないんですね思い出していたら私だけじゃないその子がなぜ生まれたのか
Wait, what?
その正体も思い当たるでしょうに
Wait, there's a reason for Motto too? Oh wow.
カー君のこと
I wasn't even thinking there was anything behind that. I thought you just had it familiar.
名前は知りませんがその幻獣のことです
Illusory beast.
カー くんは私のしもべよ。クスクス。ちゃんちゃらおかしい。
I feel like these two can't get anywhere.
腹立つんだけど、しょうがありませんね。君はまだまだ子供ですから。私はあなたよりお姉さんよ。
But I don't.
違います。私の方がお姉さんです。
Again, I feel like this conversation isn't going anywhere.
私の方よ。私です。
Meh.
私よ。
Oh my god.
君、負けず嫌いですね。それはそっちだと思うんだけど。いいですよ。子供に何言われたって痛くありませんよ。
What is this conversation right now?
負けず嫌いのセリフなんだけど。
You guys sound like sisters.
いずれ後悔させてあげますから。負け惜しみのセリフなんだけど。今夜はひとまず退散します。また会う機会もあるでしょう。結局何しに来たの？あなた。いけない巫女を見かけたのでびっくりさせて追い払ったんです。
Oof. There was that Setsuna or Ima.
君を守ってあげたんですよ。
I'm gonna guess it was probably Ima.
子供に守られるほど落ちぶれてないんだけど。失礼です。ムカムカです。バカバカの間違いじゃないの？君なんかヨウさんに頭を撫でられていればいいんです。
Hey, I mean, nothing wrong with the head pats, you know. Oh, there.
そこで赤くなるんですね。
Yeah, she loves the head pats. Yeah, I knew it.
なってない。
Everybody saw them there.
クスクス。ちゃんちゃらおかしい。いい加減我慢の限界なんだけど。
Yeah, how come you snap way quicker with me than you did with her, by the way? Just saying. Seems kind of unfair to me, just saying. Like I get to scythe like right away.
それでは連れが待っていますので。
Person you've come with. Is that our dad? The little girl leaves. She leaves the lookout while carrying a scythe very similar to Mare's. Mare considers chasing after her and stabbing her with hers, but she doesn't want to miss Yo because of that, so she decides not to. Alright, thanks, Mare. I'm glad you were looking forward to seeing me in my headpats. Magami spreads out his wings and takes off again.
なんなの？この気持ち。
She is waiting for Yo, eagerly awaiting him. Mare wonders whether that means she misses him. She imagines herself having her head stroked by Yo. That causes her chest to tighten up. Her heart aches. Strange feelings begin to course through her. She feels like crying tears of a different kind. If she told all this to Yo, she reckons he would only say it was love.
バカバカ。
I mean, hey, it's true. With that, Mare also leaves. She can't stand to be around Yo the way she is now. No, I want to see you too, though. Oh, gee, dang, why does Magi sound really mad? But yeah, like, I love giving you the head pats as much as you love getting them. Magpi himself spews fire instead of words and disappears into the starlight, following his master. Yeah, why did he sound really mad when he did that? Like, I've never heard him sound like that before. Huh. Nowhere to be seen. I've spent about 30 minutes looking for Mare, but haven't found her yet. It is strange. Lately, she hasn't been playing any games of hide and seek like she used to. Did she get all pumped up and hide herself real good since it's been so long? Maybe she just straight up decided not to come tonight. Kinda sucks. I had something to tell her, too. I wanted her to see Yume. Namely that I plan on confessing to Yume tomorrow. In doing so, I'll be able to sort out my feelings towards her. I'll be able to bring closure to my memories. Just like Aso did with me. The time has come for me to resolve myself as well. I can't slack now. Afterwards, I want to introduce my friends to her. Of course, I mean to invite Mare, too. I want her and Yume to stand in front of each other. When that time comes, maybe I'll finally be able to get answers. The reason Mare has been waiting for me at this lookout, and also the reason why she reaped my nightmare. The reason she tried to steal away my memory of Yume. I'll make sure I get a proper reason out of her. It's something that's been on my mind this whole time, but I've never asked her. Because once I'm absolutely convinced that it's my place to ask, Mare will tell me of her own accord. The only question is, will I find that conviction? I reckon after confessing to Yume, I'll have acquired the necessary courage. I'll have acquired the resolve to seek after truth. I tried searching for her for another 30 minutes, but in the end, I'm not able to find Mare. Yeah, because she's trying to avoid us now. She probably doesn't even want to hear about us being ready to confess to Yume.
Yahoo! 待ってたわ。
Oh wow, Maika. Haven't seen you in a while.
その格好でそんな軽い挨拶はいいのか?
Wow, our dad. Okay, I see. Are we gonna get to see like all the former astronomy club like reunite? That'd be really cool. You know, Taiga, Maika, and Shino. Of course, you know our mom can't because, yeah, you know, unfortunately. But you know, and Shino, and then Soichiro, and then Ren too. That'd be really cool. Just all the old astronomy club members.
晴天宮について話があるって聞いたから面倒だけど清掃にしただけよ。こっちは晩酌してたってのに。
急だったのは悪かったよ。
久しぶりね、レン。三島先生と一緒に元気してた？
おかげさまでおもりは大変ですけど。
Dang, lol.
誰が誰のおもりなんだか。
Apparently her.
私が大河君のおもりに決まっています。
相変わらずみたいで安心したわ。
レンは夜にしか姿を出さないし、そっちは気軽に会えないからな。
宗一郎とシノも会いたがってると思うわよ。
Again, I'd love to see it as well.
そうですか。宗一郎君はいいですけど。
Oh, you don't want to see Aunt Shino? Why not? She's really nice.
シノには会いづらいの？
気にするなとは言ってるんだがな。
先生が言ってもしょうがないでしょ。一番気にしてるのは先生なんだから。
手厳しいな。
Is it because she's our mom's sister and our mom passed away? Is that why?
で、機会があったらシノと会ってあげて。シノは必ず喜ぶから。
そうは思えませんけど。わかりました。
挨拶はこのくらいにしてだ。本題があるんだが。
Sorry, Ren, I thought you were done.
そうは思えませんけど。わかりました。
Sorry about that?
晴天宮についてってことはレンに関してね。
そうとも言える。
別にレンを晴天宮に売ろうなんて考えてないわよ。昔からそれは変わってないわ。当時の私は晴天宮の巫女であるより先に天文部が好きだったし、神主となった今でも部員は仲間だと思っている。そこには先生もレンも含まれてるのよ。
分かってるさ。実際レンを討伐にやってくる巫女なんてこれまで一度も見かけなかった。
これまで？
ああ、これまではな。
Was it Ima?
正確には私が目的ではないようですが、そのものは展望台を伺っていましたから。
晴天宮の巫女に会ったの？
レンが展望台で見つけたそうだ。
その時は姿を見られないように足音を立てて追い払いましたけど。
晴天宮が生業とする末路わぬ者の討伐。鎮悪人は一般人に目撃されたくない類の仕事だからね。レンの判断は正解だわ。
状況を聞くにその巫女は展望台の死神を狙っているかもしれないんだ。
展望台の死神は刹那からも報告を受けてるけど、それってレンのことでしょ？
No.
私はレンのことを晴天宮に報告していない。昔も今もするつもりはない。だからその事件は私の預かり知らぬものよ。
待った、お前勘違いしてるぞ。
何がよ？
展望台の死神はレンじゃない。メアって名前の少女だ。
Yep.
誰それ？
ちなみさんから聞いた話では、テンクルで一緒に天体観測をしている宇宙人だそうです。
Oh, Chinami told you about her. That's how you found out. One, that makes sense. Two, darn it, Chinami.
私も実際に会ってみましたが、とてもムカムカな子供でした。
Do you mean Mare or Chinami?
レンと同類って考えるのが妥当だろうな。
私は宇宙人ではありませんが、そう考えます。
I see. What exactly are you then?
展望台の死神というのは目あって少女のことで、その正体は精神だって言いたいの？
私も大河君もそう考えています。
じゃあ何？このひばりが崎にはいつの間にやら3人もの星神様が集っているってわけ？
レンにメアにお前の娘の小雨で3人だな。
Dang.
レンのよりしろは先生の隕石、小雨のよりしろはひばりが崎隕石。じゃあ展望台の死神のよりしろは？
俺たちの知らない隕石がまだこの地にあるってことだろうな。
なんて土地の神主になったのよ、私は。
Micah.
その悲運に対しては同情してやるさ。
善良な私たちを勝手に厄介者扱いする聖天狗には同情しませんが。
Understandable.
私によってのはその嫌味のことかしら。
展望台の死神を打ちたがってる巫女について聞きに来ただけだ。レンにも被害が及ぶとも限らないからな。
私は大河君に守ってもらわなくても何も問題ありませんけど。
Oh my gosh. I don't think I've ever seen Ren look like this before. Like all blushing and embarrassed and flustered and everything. It's kind of funny.
そう言うな。ほら。
頭
Oh
撫
my
でないでください。
Oh my gosh, it's the same. It's literally the same. Our dad is us. I love it.
私は展望台の死神をレンだと考えていた。刹那から報告を受けても捨ておけと命じている。だからその巫女については私も知らないわ。
だがどう考えても聖天宮の巫女だぞ。
おそらく刹那と同じで総本社の巫女でしょうね。だから刹那が私にそう向いて展望台の死神のことを総本社に連絡したか、あるいは他の目的で巫女が派遣されてきたか。
That shrine maiden, huh? So, yeah, Ema, right?
私や展望台の死神を討伐する他に心当たりでもあるんですか？
一つだけあるわね。
なんだ？
うちの娘の小雨よ。
Oh.
あ、
Oh.
小雨はね、聖天宮でも問題になってるのよ。精神の力を借りた精霊なんて例はこれまでになかったから。それでも今までは生還を決め込んでいた。小雨の扱いは私に一任してたのよ。私が小雨を送り返すために刹那の派遣を依頼してからもその態度は変わらなかった。むしろより顕著になったかもしれない。だけどここに来て気が変わったのかもね。そうなったのもうなずけるわ。刹那は仕事を降りてしまったから小雨を送り返すことができなかったから。
確かに理屈は通るな。
総本社の巫女でも繰り返せない末路はぬものでしたら危険視するのも無理はないかもしれません。
小雨はそのくらい荒ぶってるとか思われたのかもね。その逆だってのに連中は頭が固いから。私に通達なく巫女を送り込んできたのも問答無用ってことなんでしょうね。
諏訪は態度はでかいが根は真面目な生徒だ。彼女は今そっちでどうしている？
聖天宮に処分を請うとか言ってたけど、 ここにとどまらせてるわ。帰ったらもう戻ってこれないでしょうし、本当に小雨が狙われてるんなら今後もとどめておこうかしらね。もともとボディーガードをお願いするつもりだったし。
そのあたりは俺が口出す領分じゃないが、助けが必要な時は言ってくれ。
荒ごとには先生より蓮の方が役立ちそうだけどね。
Dang.
ご希望でしたらいけない巫女を鎌でざっくり刺してあげます。
Goodness gracious, I see you ran already then.
相手の祭ろわぬものを繰り返しても撃退にはならなそうだけどな。
塚でポカポカ叩いてあげます。
Alright, well.
その時はよろしく頼むわ。
できれば荒ごとにならないようその巫女にお帰り願いたいところなんだがな。
派遣された巫女が誰なのかまだわからないし、今は何とも言えないわね。
それではひとまず用事は終わりでしょうか。
とりあえずは警戒を怠るなってところか。
こっちのゴタゴタだからなるべく迷惑かけないようにはするわ。
そうしてくれと言いたいが、協力できるところはするさ。なんだかんだでお前は可愛い教え子だからな。
Well, nice.
この年にもなってそんなこと言われるとくすぐったいわね。
夜分遅くに悪かったな、前か。
帰るの？晩酌くらい付き合いなさいよ。
私はお酒は苦手です。
神様のくせにだらしないわね。
失礼です。ムカムカです。
今更だけど不思議な存在よね、あんたって。
聖天宮の神主が本当に今更だな。
私はもともと現実主義者なのよ。娘の子供だってそうだしね。
それでも神社を継いだんだな。
摩訶不思議大冒険は大好きなのよね。
Okay, I see.
矛盾してるし、そのうち罰が当たるぞ。
Yeah?
蓮は自分のことって説明できないのよね。
はい。この星に伝えられる神話から大まかには知ることができましたが、その程度です。君たち人間が自分の生態を完全に説明できないことと同義です。
先生は蓮のことどれだけ理解してるの？
Right now, I understand that she's an astral deity, and that's about it. And also that, like, from what she says, that she was like an astral deity formed on Earth, and it seems like she's saying that Mare was like an astral deity formed in space. That's all I got.
そうだな。俺たち人間が物を見るには光がいるのは知ってるよな。
Yeah?
まあ暗闇じゃ何も見えないからね。
That's not what that means, Mike.
それに私たち聖天宮は捕物の光を借りて祀ろわぬ神を目視することもあるし。
じゃあ最たる闇である宇宙の観測には電磁波を利用してるのは知ってるか？電波天文学や重力波天文学の分野なんだが。
そんなの知らないわよ。
俺たちが何かを見る、何かを知覚するには光をはじめとする電磁波が必要なんだ。
Yeah, I learned about this a while back.
だが現代の宇宙観測はな、電磁波の全波長域を使っているわけじゃない。理由は簡単だ。使いたくても使えないからだ。俺たちは電磁波の全貌を知らない。まだ研究途中の領域が残されているんだよ。だから宇宙には未だ多くの謎が残されている。それは蓮にも当てはまる。俺たちに蓮が見えたり見えなかったりするのはそういうことだ。科学に限界があるように俺たちの視覚にも限界がある。宇宙を観測するのに限界があるように蓮を知覚するにも限界がある。そもそも蓮をまともに知覚するための光は3次元情報だけでは足りないからな。
待って、もっと分かりやすく説明して。
いいか？要するに蓮は俺たちよりも高次元の存在なんだ。次元というのは解釈は多様だが、 簡単に言えば物理量の座標のことだ。次元の差というのは座標軸の違いのことだ。とするとそれは物理法則の種別と呼べる。レンは俺たちと違い3次元の物理法則には縛られない。低次元の存在は高次元に干渉できないが、高次元の存在は低次元に干渉できるからだ。例えば二次方程式を知っていれば一次方程式は解ける。だが一次方程式を知っているだけでは二次方程式を解くことはできない。
Okay, see, Taiga, I was with you until you started adding math into it, and now you kind of lost me. So yeah, let's not do the math, okay? Can we have another analogy, please? Thank you.
それと同じことなんだよ。
I don't like math.
やっぱり意味不明。何その SF。
I mean, I was fine with the sci-fi. It's just the math for me.
普通に現代物理学の範疇だ。
学者ってのはこれだから嫌いよ。
Dang.
別に俺は物理学者じゃないがな。数学教師だ。
That's why, huh?
私から見たら同じようなものよ。引きこもって一生自己満足な空論さえずってなさい。
相変わらずクラッシャーだな。足だけじゃなく口も。
大河君の言う電磁波というのはよくわかりませんけど、宇宙にはたくさんのエネルギーが満ちています。大河君の持つ隕石にもそれが満ちているんだと思います。
そうだな。電波や可視光線、赤外線、紫外線、X 線、ガンマ線といったさまざまな波長の電磁波。宇宙ではそれらを含む高エネルギーの宇宙船が絶えず飛び交っている。その中には俺たちの知らない光も含まれている。そんな宇宙を長い時間旅した隕石がそれらを乗せて地球へと落ちてくるとしたら、俺たちはこいつのおかげでレンを知覚できている。俺たちはこの隕石の持つ宇宙船によって影響を受けている。普通じゃ見えない存在を見ることができている。この隕石に宿っていたレンが隕石が放つ未知の光によって俺たちの前に映し出されているんだよ。ま、オカルトじゃなく科学的見地に立った俺の主張だ。
まるでプラネタリウムね。
星の投影機ってやつさ。
なのに見るだけじゃなくて触ることもできるなんて、ほんとレンって不思議。
頭撫でないでください。
Not bad, here you
な
go.
のに見るだけじゃなくて触ることもできるなんて、ほんとレンって不思議ね。私たちが触れるだけじゃなくてレンが私たちを触ることもできるんだものね。
未知の光が俺たちの視覚に限らず他の五感、果ては万物の全てに影響を与えている証拠だろうな。
聖天宮の見地に立った私はレンを祀ろわぬ神として鎮める役目を負ってしまうけど、
You're not gonna, of course, because you're a really nice person.
だけど天文部の部員としてなら大切な仲間だからね。
Ren's face, dude.
どんなに不可解だろうが不思議だろうが、あんたは私の友達よ。
Aw, that's very sweet of you, Maika.
いい感じに照れてるな。
照れてません。
Oh my gosh, you really are just like Mare. It's funny.
久しぶりにみんなで天体観測でもやりたくなったわね。あの頃の天文部を全員集めることは難しいけど、
I mean, you're all in the same town.
千尋のやつはもういないけど、
Except her, yeah.
だけど私たちには見えないだけでどこかにいるのかもしれないから、私たちと一緒にひばりが崎の星空を見上げてくれるかもしれないからね。
November 18th. Day is a day. I've readied myself to do this. Time for the confession. All right, let's do it. I'm going to confess to Yume today. For that purpose, I wait for visiting hours to start and head to the hospital. I am a lot earlier than I usually am on the weekdays. Oh, I'm kind of nervous, not gonna lie. I'm making my way over to the west ward where Yume's hospital room is. I consider how to go about confessing. I've been racking my brains out about that constantly since last night, but my thoughts just keep spinning in circles without me ever arriving at a conclusion. Thanks to that, even though I'm prepared to do this, I had nothing that even amounts to a plan. I suppose the timing at which to confess depends on the flow of the conversation. It can't exactly be planned either. My entire body is tense, but not restless. Sarah, I don't know Spanish. No habla español. What happens will happen. I am positive there's no one right set of words to confess with, so the most important thing is whether I can actually muster the courage to come out with it. It'd be a far greater problem than anything else if I just get cold feet, because I'm about to do it and end up unable to say a thing. Can I really do this? Am I prepared to accept whatever result awaits me? I'm not, because I'm still worried about what I said earlier, where I feel like us confessing is going to make her tell us to not see her anymore. Still worried about that, but, you know, it's best to, you know, do it so we have no regrets. That is the best option, yeah. Still worried, though. I arrive at Yume's room. I will tell the words now that I couldn't. I'll tell the words now that I couldn't all those years back. This is why I've kept cherishing my memories of Yume all this time without ever forgetting them. But to my surprise, the room turns out to be completely empty. Oh, okay, well that's not good. That's not good. I feel like it's about to be even worse than what I thought it was going to be. All tension escapes my body. The bed is empty. Yume is nowhere to be seen. She must be out doing an examination. I've already encountered this several times while visiting her. I just need to sit quietly and wait for her to get back. I go ahead and seat myself in a chair near the bed. I direct my gaze out of the window. Yume often stands by this window and gazes out at the sea, staring at the waves as they continuously break on the beach, only to recede again. I always find her doing that when coming here. Maybe after I leave, she goes back to doing that until a tutor arrives. The waves breaking and receding, an endless repetition, a daily cycle never ending. It seems like she feels a sense of envy when she looks out at the sight. I avert my eyes from the window and face forward. The white pillow and bedsheets are brand new. They must be freshly clean, is my guess. I can't spot a single wrinkle. Maybe they decided to change them while Yume was out getting her examination. Or maybe she got transferred to a new hospital. Ugh, jeez. She said her examinations don't take long. Yet for whatever reason, she is still gone. Maybe it's just taking them longer than usual today. Okay, we're coping, alright, understandable. That would explain why they had the time to change out the pillows and sheets at the very least. Come to think of it, I wonder how often they wash the sheets of hospital beds. Every day? Once per week? Yume often complains to me about her life in the hospital. She undoubtedly spends the vast majority of her time in this room. And I imagine that a lot of that time is spent in her bed. When would they find the time to wash them? I'm having a hard time comprehending this. Well, I'd say they definitely do it when a patient gets discharged from the hospital. Or when they get transferred. And if the patient has passed on, I assume they would also put clean sheets on the bed. Yeah, that too. If the patient has passed... I stand up. I do so with quite a lot of force, and the chair jolts with a loud clatter. I then turn towards the door. The compelling urge to leave the room and search for Yume comes over me. But basically at the exact same time... Oh my goodness, you're still here. Oh. Oof. Good to see you. Yume enters the room.
今日もお見舞い来たんだね。タイミング悪いな。結構待ったんじゃない？
Yume walks over to me.
シーツを変えてもらってたから、検査が終わった後もロビーで暇つぶしてたんだけど。
Oh, okay. She's looking up at me from close proximity. Back as kids, we used to be about the same height. But now there is more of a difference. Have I grown up enough to be able to keep her safe? As I reach out, my arms easily encompass her. Aww. And so I embrace her. Aww. She catches her breath inside my arms. Her shoulders are slender, her body delicate. Her very life in my arms feels so very minuscule to me, I can't take it.
どうして
Because I was worried about you.
痛い
Sorry. I come back to my senses. Sorry. I immediately move away from her and apologize. Yume stares downward without answering. Her ears, where they're peeking out from under her hair, are bright red. Sorry. I'm really sorry. I apologize one more time. Yume finally raises her face.
びっくりしたなもう
She then gives me an embarrassed smile.
血圧上がっちゃったよ
Oh, sorry about that.
体がすごく熱っぽいよ
Sorry for doing that right after examination.
今検査受けたら面会謝絶になっちゃうかもね
Yume, this is a perfect moment.
ようくん
Yes? Yume thumps my forehead. Ow! My eyes dart around aimlessly.
何の意地悪か知らないけどもう二度としないでね
It's not mischief, I'm being very serious. Yume draws close
い
sharply.
い
Uh...
今のは忘れてあげるからいい
Come on, yo, we gotta do it. Well, honestly, it isn't something I want her to forget.
返事は
Sorry, I can't do that right now. Look,
お姉さんの言うことが聞けないの
yes, I am. Look, just listen to what I...
口答えするとお見舞い禁止にするよ
Yep, see. Yep, this is the first thing I was worried about. Okay, fine. I won't do it again. I have no other option but to consent.
よろしい
I'm not a dog. Yume smiles cheerfully and then says,
新しいシーツ一番乗り
maybe we can find a way to, like, kind of, like, just segue into it real quick. She gets into bed in high spirits. As no one except her is using that bed, her being first doesn't really mean anything. But what is more, I wasn't able to confess to her. Yeah, she wouldn't let us. Maybe if we use nuance, maybe then we could do it. As a wave of exhaustion washes over me, I sit down in the same chair again.
それじゃあ今日も天文談義に花を咲かせよっか
Okay, let's talk about Orihime and Hikoboshi, the two lovers. Yeah, let's talk about that. It isn't like I wouldn't enjoy that, but if I let her keep control of the conversation, it is 100% a given that this will end up as just one of my normal regular visits. Hey, Yume. I attempt to forcibly change the direction.
何
One sec, cough. Sorry about that. How about we talk about something else for a change?
違う話って
Well, I mean, just talking about astronomy all the time gets boring after a while, don't you think?
そんなことないけど
There are other things I could talk about, right?
ないけど
Alright? Seriously?
ないよ
What about the red string of fate? That is actually quite shocking. But look, there's gotta be something, right?
ようくんはあるの
Yes, romance. Let's see. I dig around for a topic from which I can naturally transition to confessing to her. How about romance, dating, stuff like that?
君はようくんじゃない
I am very much yo, thank you very much. I don't really get why, but my existence means denial.
私の知ってるようくんが恋バナなんてするはずない
That was when he was just a boy? Why is
よ
that?
うくんは恋に疎いでしょ
I have matured. Don't just assume
違
that.
うの
Maybe I used to be in the past, sure.
今は違うの
Well, maybe I am. But I want to not be, if you want to help me with that, wouldn't mind.
じゃあ恋バナはゴミ箱にポイってね
How about we toss into the cycle bin instead? Never know. My suggested topic gets trashed.
そうなるとあとは天文談義しかないよね
Who was your first love, Yume? I like how it just keeps going.
ゴミ箱にポイ
Or cycle bin. Take it back out. Another trashing. What type of guy do you like? Woman? Have you ever had a boyfriend?
Wait.
I will burn your trash can. Are you single right now? The imaginary trash bin is rapidly filling.
やっぱり天文談義しか思いつかないな
What about Orihime and Hikoboshi? For heaven's sake, hold on.
ようくん幸せって何だと思う
Marriage. And suddenly it is philosophy. I sure came out of left field.
違う話したいって言ったのようくんじゃない。で、どうなの？
Come on, yeah, this works. You can definitely transition into it with that. Come on, it works. At least the way I see it, happiness is different for each person. I don't think there's any one answer to your question.
そんなことないよ。答えはあるよ。
Not trashing people's ideas. Which is?
幸せっていうのはしつこく相手に分かってもらうまで迫ることだよ。
What?
しつこく相手に分かってもらうまで迫ることだよ。
That's not what I meant. Turns out it was a trick
よ
question.
うくん、普通って何だと思う？
Is this another trick question? Nodding off regularly in mid-all lectures. Nodding off regularly in mid-all lectures.
何その階段。
Nodding off regularly mid-all lectures. I feel like this got lost in translation, this thing, because I don't really get it.
つまらない冗談を真面目に解説すると寒いよね。
This is just cruel. So what's the answer then?
波の日を通ることだよ。
You know what's a part of day-to-day life? Romance. How do you get there from normal?
普通って漢字を分解するとそうなるの。
True enough.
だからね、私は
Yes. Yume's impish smile changes over to a gentle one.
私はようくんが波の日を通ることをしつこく分かってもらうまで迫りたいんだよ。
Well, I can't do that without you.
分かった？
Not at
そ
all.
っか。ようくんにはちょっと難しかったかな。
Yeah, you can say that again. It is something difficult to agree with, so I just don't want to understand it. If I take what she's saying at face value, that means Yume wishes for me to have a normal life, meaning she wants me to return to my normal everyday life. She doesn't want me to visit her anymore. Maybe her thinking is that this is for my best interest, for my happiness. Yume? I just can't keep myself from asking. What is your happiness, if you don't mind me asking? Oh? Yume's life consists of the hospital. There's no doubt that this has been the case for quite a long time. There's no doubt she's been hospitalized for a long-term period because of some serious illness. The fact of the matter is, she wears pajamas all day. I can't spot any sort of other normal clothes in her hospital room. It is clear that Yume hasn't bought any clothes for a very long time. She doesn't wear makeup, and her nails are short too. Her hair is just sort of cut, however. Yume doesn't possess the kind of things you would expect someone like her to have. She doesn't have those things that you would expect any girl her age to have. She has been robbed of all that by her disease. The normal she wishes for me to have. It is something she doesn't have. Something she is simply unable to have.
私の幸せか。
Yeah? Yume wants me to stop visiting her.
すぐには思いつかないかな。
Yume wants us to go our separate ways. She wants to put distance between us. But in a sense, that seems to contradict her words. She said she enjoys having me come visit her. But I honestly believe that she was telling the truth when she said that. Even if it is something she feels she has to do, she doesn't want to let me go. Clinging to that hope, I say, I love you, Yume. Oh, we said it. We said it. Yume blinks in surprise. Her long eyelashes tremble. Don't you remember the promise we made 7 years ago? That we get married after getting reunited. Don't you remember us exchanging that promise? I never forgot. My feelings never changed. It's been a long, long time since then, but they never faded away. Mikoboshi and Orihime have always kept shining brightly inside of me. Which is why I'll say it again. I love you, Yume. Please go out with me. Please become my girlfriend.
ダメだよ。
Yeah, I was expecting that. Her answer is rejection.
私、ようくんとは付き合えない。ようくんの恋人にはなれない。
And clear-cut rejection at
だ
that.
ってようくん、子供なんだもの。その恋は子供の幻想なんだもの。過去のようくんが見ている夢、悪夢、
Oof.
色あせた思い出なんだもの。
I haven't dulled. Not at all. I still continue to fight. This isn't an illusion at all. It's not some silly child's dream. I won't let you just shrug my honest feelings off like that. I'm not a kid anymore, Yume. I've grown up and matured.
成長してないよ。成長してない。ようくんは昔とちっとも変わってないよ。ようくんはまだ優等生になれてないよ。惜しいところまで行ってるのに、あともうちょっとってところだと思うのに。なのに私に告白するなんて全然ダメダメ。赤点だよ。
Fine by me. I don't mind failing. Does that mean you've rejected me?
そうだよ。
Well, dang. That reply of hers is only all too placid and quick.
君は私の友達。大切な友達。今だから言うけど、私の初めての友達だったんだよ。
Oh. It was the same for me. Yume was my very first friend. Which is precisely why these feelings came to be. That is how I'm able to look at it. But it is different for her.
君は私の友達。私はそう思ってる。だけど君がそうじゃないのならお見舞い禁止にする。
Yeah, again, that's what I was expecting. Sadly.
君が友達とは違う関係を望んだから、恋人の関係を望んだから、だからもうここには来ないでお願い。
I couldn't stay any longer. I couldn't bear being with her for any longer. I stopped on my way out of the room and then said to her, without looking in her direction, I have friends. Thanks to them, I was able to fit in here in Hibarigasaki, the town I'd been away from for so long. They told me they wanted to meet you. I won't come anymore. But could they at least?
いいよ。
Hearing these words, I was finally able to turn around to her at the end. Thank you.
それは私のセリフだよ。
Oh, my heart. Her face is radiating a warm
ひ
smile.
ばりが崎に戻ってきて、
Oh,
私は一人の時間が多かった。
I know.
それはとても退屈で苦痛だった。すごく不安だったんだよ。
I know.
だけどようくんのおかげでそんな不安はなくなった。ようくんのお見舞いが私を助けてくれた。友達まで紹介するって言ってくれた。だからありがとう。君はやっぱり私の一番の友達だよ。
Just a mere friend. Truth be told, maybe I should have just settled with just that. Well, I wasn't really sure whether or not she was my first love. I could say with certainty that if she hadn't been, I wouldn't be able to fall in love at all. This love I had kept safe and protected for many years has shattered. Today, I leave the hospital with a broken heart. Well, yeah. Unfortunately, that was how... That pretty much went exactly how I was expecting it to go, unfortunately, but... Yeah, it was really getting to me because, like, you could tell she didn't want to do it, but she's doing it because it, like, from when you look at it from her perspective, it's for Yo's own good, so he doesn't have to go through the pain of losing her. But yeah, you could tell it was still really hard for her. Like she said, going there and talking to her saved her. Yeah, that scene was really emotional and got to me. But yeah, goodness gracious, now we, as Yo just said, we have a broken heart. We got friend zone. So yep, Mayo also doesn't want to see us either. So feels real bad, man.